literally 5 seconds to go on Google and look up Satanism, they'd find out instantaneously it's none of the things that they think it is. Jesus loves you, and no matter what anyone else does to you, you should just turn the other cheek and accept your place, and because God works in mysterious ways. Not by any means necessary. I'm a big fan. Him, Fred Hampton, all those dudes, Imagine if everyone got woke at one time and figured out exactly what was going on. What do you think would happen here? I don't mean right here.
Revolution.
I mean the country. Revolution.
This March for Science is not about being liberal or being conservative. It's not about being a Democrat or being a Republican, being for the Green Party, being undecided. It is not about being an evolutionist or a creationist, but it is about a nation that has become the most technologically advanced nation.
The reason why we need to be here, the reason why we need to get into these fields is because this is the way we can change the world.
How many black people have you seen here?
And unfortunately, thousands of black people, thousands of people, tens of black people. Okay. We gotta be here. We need more of us.
How many people would you say came here today?
I would say, if you look around here, I would say about definitely over 2,000 people.
How many black people did you see?
Unfortunately, I would say myself and this one of the speakers, yourself, and probably 20-something, 30-something.
Out of thousands, about a good 20?
Yeah.
Good 30?
At best.
America runs on money. There has to be an economic consequence to the death of Tamir Rice or Walter Scott or Philio Castillo. There has to be something where the system feels the pain. So when the longshoreman shuts down, you interrupt the productivity chain. You understand what I'm saying? The delivery chain. But the longshoremen globally are at the front of the movement of commerce across the globe. We changed the dynamic in South Africa, the dynamic in Israel when they shot all those people in international waters. We made the world pay attention and made them have to do some things different.
You can never have too much education of the truth. It helps you to have more compassion for your fellow human being. How many little girls they could fit on there to use as sex slaves and take back to Europe?
At least 10.
But these two ships are synonymous with the destruction of our culture, and were used to take slaves back to Europe. When they left. That's a lot of money that this company's making, and they're not even an American company. They're based out of the British Virgin Islands.
She could have made it to 118
yes, sir.
If it hadn't have been for that toxic dump right in her backyard, so she couldn't go out and have a barbecue and eat in her backyard. We think that toxic dump had a lot to do with it. Mm-hmm. However, today we're here to celebrate Miss LeBron's life with her beautiful family.
Do you think Black Lives Matter is positive? Do you think it's...
No, I think it's divisive.
Divisive?
Absolutely divisive.
How
And
so?
because it is a racially exclusive organization. It is.
When there was a protest here, there were more white people.
I'm talking about the organization.
Okay.
I'm not talking about the individual protesters. I'm talking about the meat and potatoes of the organization. There's a lot of people in that organization that are making a lot of money off a lot of people that are suffering. Black folks, white folks, police officers. They need that division to justify their existence.
Some of the highest and most greatest powerful saints, they didn't have so-called material things, but they had a wealth of wisdom and compassion and love, and people would feel empowered. But yeah, nowadays, if you don't have money, people don't want to hear you, they don't want to look at you. In fact, they'd rather just push you aside like you not exist unless you can be exploited. So this is all Kali Yuga. These are all symptoms of this age.
I wanted to become an officer in a city where I knew people, where I could make a difference because I knew the culture. So I felt like this would be easier for me to start here. So that's why I started in East Cleveland. I always tell them that community-oriented policing is extremely important, and a lot of our communities do not have it, and people don't understand what it is. It's when police officers actually get out of their cars and they meet the community. They knock on doors. Hey, how you doing? I'm Officer Jones. I work in you. Do you have any questions for me? That's how you get the community to trust you. If you're only dealing with me in a crisis, you don't trust me because that's when we're at our, you know what I'm saying? So you want to be able to deal with me when you're not having a crisis. When you're just a normal, hey, how you doing? My name is Nakia Jones. How are you? Oh, guess what else? I live in your community. I don't come to work and go back to Parma. I live in your community, so it means that when I live in your community, it's important for me to make sure this community is protected. So when I was a police officer in East Cleveland, I lived in.
I want justice, and justice needed to be served because they knew that man needed to go to the hospital. So if you knew Robert Sharp had heroin and y'all gave him this medicine and he didn't use the bathroom, why wouldn't y'all send him to the hospital?
In a study by the Radiological Society of North America to test the best way to find drug mules, 89 exams were performed on 50 suspected drug mules over a 3-year period. CT scans detected cocaine containers 100% of the time, while the X-ray method only revealed 70% of the time.
Why do I think they're trying to cover it up? Same reason why they cover up everybody else's death they do. He the bad guy. He was nothing. He was, honestly, he was just another nigga that's off the streets.